Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are the channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning. Good morning and welcome to another edition of a program we call Colleagues Right on. We are on YouTube and on Facebook. Also, we can discuss issue them with the newspaper and the carry. And after we don't read the headline of the newspaper, we can bring in people and where they can help with follow analyze the issues them with the newspaper and the carry for the day. So inside the program today, we already don't get two journalists them wait already. They don't stand by for take up the responsibility for help with for we understand better. Waiting, they go on at the country, added to waiting the newspaper, then pull na door already. So we start with the very first paper for this morning. We now the Awoko newspaper. The Awoko newspaper say celebration of excellence as a salon evening and Commonwealth scholars make history. And you as well get deaf patient undergoes successful surgery to remove 19 fibroid at Jue Hospital. And the new Minister of Communication, Technology and Innovation pledged collaboration with other ministries. This is another story for you inside this edition of the Awoko newspaper. The next paper we get inside the program this morning are the Concord Times newspaper. But please just hold on. Let me get a very short break because of one very pressing something. Please just hold on quickly. Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the Wala now we had, let's just go now. Very sorry for that short break there. We go again to the Concord Times newspaper. Concord Times newspaper says CDS cautions military personnel to abstain from politics. President Bill to establish presidential initiative on youth employment and Jagaban support road construction project at Moiba community. 54.1% of infants enjoy exclusive breastfeeding. Local tricycle inventor wins 2023 OSVP competition. Next paper, now the Times newspaper, we say President Bill announces review of 2023 elections. Awana Tusise and James Samba emerge winner of the OSVP 2023 and discussing maritime security. U.S. Embassy Defense Team meet new SLPAGM. The next paper on the Night Watch, we say too late for a power sharing deal. No 2/3 majority in Parliament Bill confirms. And the international interdisciplinary innovation center of Life Alliance of the People of the World. This is another story for you inside this edition of Night Watch. The next one are for the People newspaper as military intervention imminent in Niger, Sierra Leone, Guinea bond may collapse. And Bio announces electoral system reform committee to review election 2023. And then you as well get this edition, other paper on an independent observer say farm will talk facilitate dialogue with CSO and the security sector. And Sierra Leone hosts US investors. ACC experts meet to draft 5th national anti-corruption strategy. The next one are the Global Times. Newspapers say civil society organization and security sector engagement, the need for dialogue. You as well get the ball is now firmly in the court of APC. 207 police personnel pass AU-UN assessment test. SLCB, the most profitable commercial bank. There's another story for you inside this edition of the Global Times. The next one are the Beyond Borders. We'll say Health Ministry commemorates World Breastfeeding Week. In Potwaka District, Koya Chivdo, 60 women went through Bundo without courting. And IGP opposed 100% women participation at FPU5. The next one, Daily Scope, we see technical failure forces aircraft into emergency landing. President Bill calls for dialogue with APC. Citizen lament hike in fuel pump price. Next one, now the Heritage newspaper, we say new commissioner on strategies to rebrand NAXA. SLMA the champion of the blue economy, suspect dock for robbery. Salon Compass, our next paper, we say fake degree at NAXA, senior director of programs in hot water. Yes, we'll get others to read them. We new NAXA DG to transform telecoms sector. The next one, now Expo Times, we say CDS Lavahun warns Army to be professional. KKY pledge to support BO's development aspirations. Security sector signed peace communique with CSOs. And the new diamond in town, traders express worrying concern over onion scarcity. SLP excels in UN assessment test. NRA boss and unannounced visit at Balamuya. The next paper we get a program at the Indigenous newspaper. We say fuel hike causes more hardship for the people, and you get other story the way they inside this paper, like if their demand are not met, distressed employees of LEONE to intensify strike action. The next one, now the Calabash newspaper say Triton Hospital introduces laparoscopic surgery in Sierra Leone. And you as well get as James Samba emerged star prize winner, Orange Sierra Leone does 150 million leones to OSVP winner. CSOs and security sector join forces to promote peace and national cohesion. Julius Mataya takes over Mines Ministry. Voice of Salon at the next paper, where say Army Chief warns military officers, plane crash in Waterloo, no fatality. Samuel Kamara commends APC elected MPs for their absence in Parliament, and NRA Commissioner General pays unannounced visit to Balamuya. Guild of Newspaper Editors Award Ukel Commercial Bank. Okay, now all the people in this way we get inside the program this morning, and they take a very short break, and then we guest them. You can join me for the discussion. Continue for like and share the program. Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how snooze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how snooze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how snooze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how snooze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call Colres, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, outside we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call Colres, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, outside we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Alright, welcome back, and very sorry for we take long for play the stick tune. We'll try for get them inside the program. But we get them now, and then they on the line na WhatsApp because of one or two other reason them. We're not able for being in camera Zoom, but then they on WhatsApp now. We then the join we follow we come and discuss the issues them we don't already review. Would already read from the newspaper them. And we get two people them. We don't join me right now. The one is still Harold Smith. We are the investigative journalist. Of course, most of una don't hear in audio them. We don't go all around, and a lot of una get serious concern. I mean, interest on audio messages that we can pull. And the next person where we get on the program again this morning for Larry Cam and Robert inside the different issues them where the newspaper then don't call out with. Now the bossman for one newspaper we then call Africa 24. The name na Ibrahim Karim Bangura we then can call Tanko in the Africa 24 newspaper a day and in the Idman. So gentlemen, una welcome to the program. Seal and Tanko.
Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and the listeners all over the world. Specifically, the paper when African 24 is headed by a very big senior man who is in back in America. When Malik was being the man who did behind the newspaper before.
Okay.
So I tell now, thank you.
All right. Seal?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so una welcome one more time. But for the sake of, because we didn't WhatsApp, and for let the line go be clear, once the other one they talk, we go advise that one go to mute when they want to talk, when you turn reach, then you on mute. So we will get a very good sound quality from all too. Okay, so we'll start with the newspaper then, where we already don't get the program this morning. And for yes, thank you very much for we on the mute. Tanko, you said go do the same until I come back to you. And we go direct to the first paper where na the Expo Times. The Expo Times get this paper, this headline where they say CDS, that the Chief of Defense Staff, Lavahun wants army to be professional. Then you as well get other paper that we carry this story like Voice of Salon. We say army chief wants military officers. And let me just go because they get a lot of one them we actually come out and talk about this particular issue. We start for talk about this morning inside the program. And then of course, let me just go quickly and see this other one where we get inside the program this morning, all on the issue of this the army and the boss, which he actually is say and how he warned them for this. He actually asked them for be professional. Okay. This one, let me just get this paper again. When at the online paper, the Sierra Leone Telegraph say, head of the Sierra Leone Army. Let's see if people go able to see this one quickly. Yes, thank God. So let's just give you this now online paper. We say head of Sierra Leone Army calls on soldier to remain loyal to government amid rumor of attempted coup. So let me start the ball rolling. I want to start with you, Cyril Harold Smith, the investigative journalist. The issue of this attempted coup and the specific call of the CDS, for lay in Sojaman them be loyal to the government, even when this rumor they go all around about the attempted coup. What do you think about this particular word from him at this particular moment? Cyril Harold Smith.
Right. Thank you very much. We had Koreans. And of course, for me, one thing I believe in strongly is this: now oneness. Sierra Leone, now one. Look at two salutes. And if rumors of coup plot don't they go around, we all say it might be true or it might be lie. But as a responsible leader, the responsibility is to warn everyone, because in the military, not only Kriodedi, not only Timididi, not only Limbadedi, not only Mendededi, it comprises of all national tribes in Sierra Leone within the military.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want them, clearly, now for tomorrow, let evidence not come out against anyone found wanting of attempted coup plotter, then social media begins to say that tribalism, it's I think we all understand the misuse of social media. So for him, it is good that he come up timely and warn everyone to be a professional military officer. Because in the military, it's all count on professionalism.
Very well.
Serving the nation, not for serve politics, not for serve any individual for your own personal interest, but not the nation we serve. We all go attest the fact that just recently, when we get drainage flood, other than we come up for save we from that flooding, we make even this particular raining season, we not be able to flooding. Now the military, then got again. Now then they build building now, like College of Medicine, hostel like the Boston Street, the Connaught building. Now then they build them because the military not only for them into war, but they get the engineering department, whereby before they sit down, all day without doing nothing, the government thought and let them engage them, or let their skills not die down.
Now that make them say serving the nation.
Serving the nation. Right? So I'm not going to say now anything where I'm going to say bad for let the head of the military one.
You did it? Oh. Alright, we'll get challenged with the internet connection. I get one more question for Seal on that issue day, but Seal, you don't come back?
Yes, I don't come back.
Okay, the network. I appreciate you don't come back. All right. So the question where I get for ask you, is very obvious or is very okay for the head of the military call for Insojaman them
for be professional. But the question is, why not only now is see say if I call on in Sojaman them for be professional? Let me take for example. A lot of time don't they where we see Sojaman them don't they come out publicly and involved in politics. But the military they say anything for that. Before this time, one time in the way some Sojaman them make video when the military come out and say they will take action against them, but we not see any action we didn't take against them. We continuously see them people and they continuously involved in politics. Till come down to this election result, we see Usai Sojaman them, all as then gone up, then they dance, as then they announce result. Then they ask one particular politician when I've been gentle up, they dance with them. But the military not say anything with regards to the why not only that. They want and the way them they do so, not to be in politics, not professional job in your own estimation as a journalist.
Well, of course, one thing I believe strongly in the military get the internal disciplinary action for take against anyone we found wanting of be on professionalism, right? But another thing where we also realize is this, okay? This is not the first time such thing of the nature in Lebanon happened. Even in the previous APC government, we all get the practice to the man and policeman and be the dance.
No, but wait, Awol, you right on that. But on this pressing issue, we're very much concerned about this particular head of the CDS, of the military. For the first time, where they don't give them this position, and now it only come and one in Sojaman and say, let them be loyal to the government. But other unprofessional stuff, then they will not ever talk about. Now that's how they ask now. It been correct when they do that day, and now it not correct?
Yeah, now we understand one thing carefully. When that man they been taking position as head of the military, from the one, in the opening message, it be asked all the military for let them embrace themselves and let them work as a team, for let them work as a one united force for the betterment of Mama Salou. It's only because now Una know some of them things here, but actually it always the one thing. None of us a new thing to me. None of us a new thing to me. Whenever they address parade, even in the military parade, when they say the military holiday, always waiting in the one them now for let them be professional. So for me, it's not the first time.
Okay. So I happy that you try for make let me self understand something, but I'll ask you this question again. As a journalist will investigate, a lot of things them in the country. I still ask about the election. From where then Sojaman them they do things them in the favor of a political party against the other one them. You ever hear the CDS take any action or the military take any action against them or then say anything against that?
Well, me go one for put out you say up to about 1 month ago after the election, I go cross check on that matter and then military officers and they under investigation. But the military not collect police where they come na radio always to clear the air. But then they under internal discipline investigation as I talk now.
Okay.
You can contact the head of the military immediately.
Okay, let me look at this other issue again before I bring the next guest inside. This issue where you talk about where for example now the Hungry Lion, the own state presidential lodge issue, you say 1 month ago, then still investigate. But let me look at another incident where happened after Hungry Lion the own, where now one lady where they say involved in a WhatsApp group and not come out publicly and say political statements because of a WhatsApp group, instantly then dismiss them. So why this they take long? Where it come out public and that one when I just invest in a just WhatsApp group, then dismiss her without any delayed investigation.
Well, of course, that is the insecure case. Journalists against injustice also they still monitor that case because we've been asked that they pardon them and they insist them back. But one thing where I think the military they always they in. Then get the chain of command. And for we as civilians, the monitor, like me as an investigative journalist, I'm more into the security reporting, right? Because other one they do not salute in the line of security, everybody is to back at the security. But one thing in security investigation, it's difficult past any other investigation.
You're very correct. Very risky as well.
Yes, it's very risky. Like just recently, I think some of us listen on social media. One lady way they try for like and publicity where they talk about saying I will say the local language, they can report itself to police, right? In the line of say, they get some people talk about security, we make it look after language. In security reporting, you get so many things. You dey look at things the way you find out say go be of security threats. You dey go investigate and quickly and let the authorities confirm, like the mining people and the community people. Those are all security threats. You go see people and then at the community they get mining and they project them, but they're not the benefit from the mining process. Then the import workers. Those are all serious to security threats. So if I go to security, not of us say purposely now on the police, not of us say purposely now on the military, but things that way now a recipe to kill. I need to go check on them and bring them up as early as it is, for let tomorrow they not be an arrest nation. Then the thing in Kaya, they not pull them. Like I think to say maybe they go bribe people like I keep the information. You understand?
Yeah, very cool.
And in security reporting, if you're not able to put the actual ball into the net, you go indict yourself very seriously.
Correct.
You understand?
Yeah.
And they go at the police quarter and they check CDID the case with them. Then go tell me say this matter be under investigation. But at once when it comes to hearing, we will ask you for come let you get to the side of the court proceeding.
Okay. So
you understand? Because
since you they investigate more matter than we get for the security issue, I get few questions than we go want for ask you. Number one, the issue of Boyka na Makeni, the OSD man we lost in life na Makeni. You know, from where the police arrest some civilian them, they left them, they arrest some other people them, including police officer. Say now they're not able to come out and explain to people them waiting at the status of that matter day. As an investigative journalist, waiting you don't follow from that particular issue there. Or before we go to that, please let's just hold you quickly and let's just get a taste of this other issue again from Tanko. Tanko, you there with me? I will please hold on to that. I come to you just for that. Tanko, you there with me? Alright, we don't lost some again. I think they struggle with the internet. I will please come again. Did you get me? I will. Okay, Tanko, did you get me? Alright, Tanko still struggle with the internet. So please, I will come inside. I'll talk about this thing quickly. Yeah, so waiting at the status of that issue there with Boyka, you know, because not a secret, this will be one of the most talked about issue inside the country. But from what happened, now how many months so now the police not able to come out with one statement on that? Waiting don't they go on so far?
Yes, right. Boyka is a issue again, it's another one. And I still follow up on Boyka. And I don't want to let the cat out of the bag as I tell you on security reporting. The incident already get an headway. Okay, the actual participators then the hands of the police, although another to the north, and they still investigate the matter. And the matter therefore starts with the tribunal court. That is the CDID court. Okay, and even to the way I did plan also for going at the headquarters to go check on that file. Okay. I've been on the side for iceberg when I was commodity.
Okay.
And we all recently have been listening to some of the audios them and make them clearly say I'm not keep well because I get some constraints where I go to.
Okay, sorry about that. Seal. Okay. So since that day under investigation, I will still the follow up on you with that. Let me see what thing they happen. But I'll hold you there quickly. Tanko, you hear me now?
Yeah, I get you, sir.
All right. Sorry, I know say you just struggle with the line. and thank you for patience for it. Now let me go to the issue. The issue of the CDS, Chief Defense Officer, Chief of Defense Staff, sorry, when PK Lavahun actually come out and call on the Sojamande for let them be loyal to the government, and even when they rumor they go for roundabouts, about and coup. But the question where they ask, why now it come out? Well, still Harold Smith don't tell we say not to now, just now with the area. Okay, that's cool. But other issues then they will be done in the public domain where they not take any serious action for let the public aware of that, and we see then same people are to continue for give threats. Like for example, the presidential guards them. So what do you make up of this in call as against the other one them where don't they happen?
Well, in the first place, I think a call for let peace prevailed and may Wednesday na the institution. And an institution wherein I think everybody expects them for be professional. But issue of who will filter around, well, it's subject to investigations until they still get the investigation because they call a press conference at the police, then go explain, they pull press release. So the one doing are the suspect them. If not so the team B for saying an attempted coup or not to say B, well, one see written the outcome. So now we own reservation for that. Because no one prejudice anything so far we go for deal with any kind of nature, then they believe say if they say suspect, meaning means say you're guilty. Maybe you go through a rigorous trial beyond all reasonable doubt. Believe say if they find you guilty, they face the law. So with that, as a professional journalist, go for left and so forth, but then continue the investigations with the suspect evidence they then get, where they want commit a coup, wherein it will be on unrest. So far, that's my own take on that particular area there.
Okay, I will ask you this similar question as I asked Harold. The issue of Boykan and McKinney, you get any idea of waiting on the happen? Because from where they arrest few people, they release and they arrest other sets. We're not hearing anything from that issue there.
Well, they don't come out clear for tell you the outcome of the findings for that particular incident to be happen before the elections. McKinney, because basically, if they don't do all their findings, I believe say they don't inform the media on that particular area there. We don't know details about that. So until then come out saying that this not the findings of which we don't get. So as media professionals, we will put on the domain for saying that this don't come out of which they don't do the findings so far.
Okay. So when I continue for the week, and let we go now inside because the security issues they're really plenty right now as we talk about them. But let we look at this thing now. We see the issue since we talk about coup, the issue of Niger they up, and this paper where now for the people newspaper get this big banner headline where they say Sierra Leone Guinea bond may collapse. Due to the military intervention imminent in Niger. That is, the kind of thing where they happen, the bond, because say I'm giving a military, regime, and we in a democratic regime we get. So let we look at this too. Is it possible that the bond, the kind brother and sister business where they between Guinea and Salongo collapse because of the issue in Niger? Harold, let's start with you, please. Okay, I think Harold itself they get struggle. Like out Tanko. What do you think about this headline for the people?
Well, that's not your own editorial headlines, but what you see, what they happen now the whole process here is you see some countries no one join ECOWAS for do the intervention because they even thought and fit say even the ECOWAS leader in own election began a lot of crises. We are in controversies and the petition on unique. So now Indigo force will let intervention take place. Even Ghana, the final say the media, if you go there right now, and tell for advocates, maybe the soldiers not join ECOWAS. Because the problem here is, we stand out clear, they find out say inside West Africa, democracy, they die small, small. In a sense, they find out the leaders then, they can't inform democracy, but they do all kind of way for letting capture the democracy in a way that by intimidation, by violence, for letting go for a third term or second term. It's clear it will happen in so many countries in West Africa, to be specific. So democracy is at a very, very serious attack in Africa, especially West Africa, where we find out say so many issues and they boil out. You see the people and now they vote them not too much matter. What's important is now for just make sure that if he made in a power as Tanko, if you're in a power, for just time for strengthening few institutions then like the electoral body, as strengthening maybe some of the forces them, as strengthening the judiciary, automatically win the elections. Nothing go about. What's important is democracy. So now that we see right now inside Africa, West Africa to be specific. So now that make with this thing come up in Niger, they see some continents, they need to join for do the intervention. Because the one day they head, talk about even Senegal, we are in as example, if it did not be forced time, if you go third time, the people stand against them say no, third time is not legit. They find out if other countries and back the door. So this is a very, very worrisome issue.
Okay. The program where you listen to Kulres on
that nature, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Yes,
so in that nature, they find out say people in doubt democracy who they practice now inside West Africa. A democracy will be say not too much get the ingredients where people expect. Wherein people vote for speak na the box.
Okay.
People voice for speak na the box.
Right from that point, la all you and send this same thing to Harold. Harold, based on what Tanko they talk about, so you think say we as a Sierra Leone as a country we still go in a better position for advice on issues where they happen in Niger. Take into consideration other people and they say Nigeria, for example, then say not get a moral high ground for talk about some kind of issues and they right now. Take into consideration how the election happen. So we get a better chance for stand in that kind of gap there.
So we really as a nation, one thing where we get for belief strongly is this: not the way big past the rule of law. But the position for we as unions for take that kind of leading, they get to do it and together. If we answer all together, we might be in a better position for take that stance. But if our answer not together, then obviously we cannot take that kind of stance. Because it's a risk stance. It's a very, 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 difficult task. But if for us as a nation, we think to say it is good for us, then yes. If it is not good for us, then we say no, because we shall get real eternal problem and also will for solve. We not get short-term issues. We don't see Guinea, we can attempt for short-term, then pull and come out. Right? You get me?
Yes, we get you clearly, sir.
But one thing where we must strongly believe in is the military, just like as the CDF don't say, they could be very, 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 very professional. They could be very, very, because the lives of Sierra Leoneans lies in the hands of the military, lies in the hands of the police. So if they allow politics lies into the military, then all of us will be at stake. Right? Like recently, some people in the way are no one for talk, but I want to put on to you, see, there are sufficient evidence over there which don't tell me, see, even to some colonel the way they in suspension now. Okay? They found them one of messages between them and Adebayo, sponsoring Adebayo with information That is all unprofessionalism. We can recall the issue of Captain P. Not so? From where he run away, you know, Captain P, the man for the ammunition business now, state laws, doing unnecessary. From where he did at last. Those are all security checks. I don't know if you understand.
Yes, we understand why.
And one other thing where we got to be very, very, very much mindful of, for some of us as media practitioners, if we cannot put the record straight, by informing the public of reality, we put politics inside we reporting, it's another recipe to kill. Because you get some of which success as journalists and where they go fall for some of their issues and need, go give money or whatsoever, what if you say go become the reporting? That man there is nothing found wanting against him. They just want to put him down because I'm not enough. We get to stop that regionalism reporting. We get to stop that tribalism reporting. And always stand in the middle for people to record straight.
Okay, so we don't see, for example, some text messages, them, some audio messages, them, where then they make, you know, and send them in the name of certain individual. Like for example, one man will be there from NGC, I think as of PS or so, when they falsify a message on his behalf, when not on Induan, we see a discussion between, you know, Mohamed Kone and Madabio, when not to them Duan. All of them things that are then at the public domain. You know, things say it possible say then they falsify messages them for them people there.
Well, on that note, now that make we get the cyber unit.
Okay, so yeah, we get you. Let's ask you one question, please. Then you continue. I'm sorry about that. So the message we then see between a particular colonel and Adebayo, now audio message or a text message?
Both text and audio conversation.
But you are we are say Adebayo not the text, you not the right text?
I'm not saying not the right text. But that one day on, what it happened is the way the issue come up strongly. Now on the voice call.
Okay.
WhatsApp voice call.
You are we are say people that able for take certain words them from a particular person and make a whole statement on that?
Come again?
You are we are say like where I don't do several programs then so person can take different words them at a particular time and make a whole smooth statement on that?
Well, of course, but one thing I want for let me understand and carefully wired. I want to have investigation for probe.
Okay.
You understand? Because these are all security issues.
Okay.
And if you let the cat out of the bag, then it's like you do this investigation.
Yeah, I got you.
But we get these professional people out there where now then you responsibility. This now a falsify message or this one now of reality and this and that. So now that make like for me, mostly I always close with the security for make I get the actual report the way I want.
Okay, so another question before I go over to Tanko quickly. The recent protest will happen, you know, or attempted protest, two sides may arrest some people when they can go na CID. You've been there at that scene there and you make a video on that, right?
Right.
Correct?
Yes, of course.
And you just say as a journalist when you the report, you not get for put politics and other things inside it. But in that you reporting there, you'll be use certain words they like Adebayo and Poppy them. As a journalist, you for use some of their words in there?
The point issue, my brother, let me understand one thing. You know the salon.
Yeah, I understand.
We didn't a salon. You understand? At some point in time, you have to come out hard and pull the reality, let people know the there's nothing that they do this thing and we could condemn them.
Yeah.
Like now, as an example, Apache where they pull the nation. People in the politicize that. Yeah. Then because of the northern rejection, people, we can put that the message. the actual thing on the Abacha removal,
Yeah.
it is because of the president and the minister of state and the government they realized strongly say the people away from benefit from the Victoria Park market. Not to they get the shop there. Previous authorities under the APB, they don't go to take their shops and they for them, send them and other people there.
Yeah.
While the Abacha people are supposed for reality. So by removing them according to what I get from them, now for let everybody come back to the document where they don't register for prove the thing one time and put through.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. The Abacha people are not going to register and they shop to me. And if my talking with the look at them, they keep them. They're not good for where
you very much correct. And honestly, Harold, I want to learn a lot of things then from you as I listen to you right now and I can listen to you audio them. So that's why I ask you this question and I go ask you this other form again on that same CID issues there. Yeah. For example, one of the persons say na Alpha Timbo na Instagram. You been to do a video recording. At some point, when I try for clarify who's Alpha Timbo and Alpha Timbo, the video end.
Yes.
What can be responsible for that? Is it that because SLPP name we don't begin call the name make?
No. Not because of that.
Okay.
Understand it carefully.
Okay.
The reason is this: as long as they not begin bring people their name of whether from the APC or the SLPP, another for both because for the person to me.
Okay. Okay. All right. Internet. So Tanko, like how with you inside quickly. Tanko, you know what we? Oh, I think they will do the story with the line. Okay, Seal, you know what we? Seal? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
You understand?
Yes, sir, go ahead.
You go shock for nothing when they call you it was the Alpha Timbo.
Sorry?
You go shock for you go ever believe say when the police they identify the body or let the body identify them. They're not the Alpha Timbo.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, you will recall some where extra people don't go toilet inside to come they say go to vote. When they be the interview, where they say in our APC, what thing have been come out with on that video day? I say it is good that the PPIC and the National Peace Commission they come up with a particular program as to how to retrieve the APC and SLPP people from supporters them after elections. I don't know if you can get that audio there.
No, I don't get that, but it's okay. Go ahead.
People say if they get money for spend and campaign, they for also get money after election.
Yeah.
Because if they people will go cause a cost then they find out as soon as APC. All this now a recipe to kill.
Very correct.
You understand? So I mean, even suggest that they forget a particular polo like this will. Sorry, like this.
It's okay.
Sorry,
it's okay.
I
Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay. We will actually can let you gist now for because I no make you talk too long. Yes, go ahead and let me conclude.
You understand? I mean, make and clearly say. This message where they say non-violent, for me, it don't outrage.
Yeah.
We don't need that message.
Okay.
Let the PPIC, let the Peace Commission, alongside the SLPP, the APC, and all other parties them, come together. After we got them follow there, and I simple knowledge. 50,000 for you, 1,000 follow, and give the other follow. Salo we all are one, where we come together to develop Mama Salo. Give them that follow there. Whether be APC, SLPP, then they want to file the polo for that 50,000 and take that polo go. So that might be one of the initiatives what begin recently. Because otherwise, they wear APC polo, they go cause trouble, then they find out that it's SLPP. Peace not going in this country.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, I get you.
Peace not going in this country. And the detrimental with the paper so right on a salon, look for nothing cause that. Now, as for the misuse of social media.
Yeah.
Now, as for the misuse of social media, just look at the helicopter saga recently. The helicopter saga.
Yeah.
They don't make this one without proper investigation.
I know.
So I even talk on the morning again on the other virtual messages. Some people, let's say, put the top the SLPC, they know the head the SLPC, they know the head the president, they know the head the nation. Because of the way when they let their case in the social media, you they cause panic to the nation.
Yeah.
You must be a professional investigator before you go able to talk on social media and come out to the reality.
Correct.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now we not say now because the helicopter na northern area, so that means that the people who they say go come overthrow. Not because South African did it. They say because South Africa can be liberate that particular area, so they don't come back again to come overthrow the government. Or because the British person did it. No. It's a mechanical failure where we all liable for facing as long as they use machine. Your mobile phone says they are both. You don't want to call you both in free.
Yes, correct.
So we get to stop the political tension by the way and manner how we misuse social media. Some of them. You understand me?
Yes, correct.
For me, I believe say people in the voice and then believe say whenever I was mixed up. It's the fact. But not because of I get so many followers on social media and misuse this. Or neither I come up with one of the facts. At some point in time, we liable for mistake. But when we mistake, now correct the mistake. Now not allow the mistake to go cause other MMPO.
Okay. All right. Very correct. Very correct.
Tomorrow, when APC then they go parliament, I don't make them clearly. And I don't want everybody not to intimidate them. They are our Sierra Leonean brothers. They are liable for governance because we are elected and voted for. So if you say they go parliament, that means you take party past the nation.
Okay. So since you don't touch on this issue, Harold, and see, since you don't touch on this issue of the APC MP them where they go to parliament, we talked about them again yesterday. But let me get this again. You get some other set of people who say them set of member of parliament here elect. They don't debunk that information. They say they not get any plan for go na parliament. And we self talk about them, say yes, you say them for go na parliament, just like how you self do. So the question is, how reliable this be? Is it that na certain person upload the information, or na them no one for come out clear, but they really get intention for go na parliament? Although we go wait and hear from that, we go wait for see from them tomorrow.
My brother. I will talk from a confirmed because some of the sessions will call me on the phone and I have details on that.
Okay.
We will tell me the guys are determined to go to parliament.
Okay.
And the thing is this, once you weigh now the issue where they defect for ability is that, and then they take the bullshit because of the way they get them for bond them, people they hold them or kill them or whatsoever. So that's not going to make a deal because they are going to parliament.
Okay.
Okay? I have a sufficient evidence for that. Yeah? Yesterday when I've been in the talk, it was sent a number where I get. Later the number go up to 30, and then later the number go up to 17. They are going to parliament, my brother.
17?
They are going to 17 of them will be going to parliament.
Okay. All right. So, and we waiting tomorrow, sitting go tally. Whether they go tomorrow or then go Wednesday. But the bottom line now, we wait for waiting this week, you guys for tally for them. All right, Seal, and thank you. You don't take your time for help we analyze certain things and throw, some light on them. Do I go to send you audio them? Let me go to listen them. You cannot all take listen. And lastly, please take good care of yourself and try to be safe at every time. Yeah, because everybody very much important.
Yes, thank you.
All right. See you. Thank you. And get yourself a good day and get well soon.
Thank you, brother.
All right. Take care. Bye. All right. Then I see Harold Smith, the investigative journalist. Okay. The other guest where we be actually get in your internet be actually look worse. The attempt to come inside, but in order to make and through. It come, but in order to make and through. But now we stand in that now be the analysis from Harold Smith, when are the investigative journalist. Of course, you don't hear a lot of audios them where don't they go all around. And the party will be get with him now Ibrahim Bangura. Ibrahim Karim Bangura, where we can call Tanko, and in there with Okay, let me just see Tanko. They come inside again. Let me see if we can round up with Tanko. Tanko, you get me, please? Tanko? Alright, Tanko, you get me? Alright, I'll drop him and try for see if we can get Tanko one more call before we round up the program. At least they can give you a final piece. I'll just try for see if we can get Tanko again. Yes.
Hello.
Tanko, you get me clearly?
Hello.
Yes, Tanko, you get me?
Hello.
Tanko, you get me?
Hello.
Alright, it's unfortunate we not get Tanko clearly. We could beg him after, but we use this opportunity for end the program at this point and tell you plenty thank you for we don't join me inside the program today. Thank you for your like and the share. Well, until we meet again at net with another edition of a program we'll call We Had. I want for please remind we all say, or want for please beg on in advance say, Monday where they come. This Monday where they come. I mean, today na Monday? Na Monday. Next week Monday, when are the 14th. From the 14th to the 20th, we they get a break. We know they come on. We know how for let it be like for say we just go. They go out. You know, we need for take a break and get fresh environment. So we go out. So please one for big una, we go on a vacation. One for big una say we know will come on for just 1 week from the 14th to the 20th. When from next week Wednesday, next week Monday to Sunday, but on the following Monday we will come again at the 21st. So one for big una in advance. Yes, let's still see if we can get Tanko. Tanko still the story for come inside. It's still a call, but still at the round up as we go if he come okay. And so I want for big una in advance. Say we actually take a break and we will come back the 21st.
Hello.
Yes, Tanko, you get me now? You get me, Tanko? Alright, look.
Yeah, I get you.
Okay, Tanko. I be just a try for wrap up. I be actually wale Harold day where I ask you this question, but unfortunately it don't go because of we don't come to the end of the program. But I ask you this question. You know, what do you think about the security situation of the country, and what do you feel will be the way forward? Let this be a word of rounding up. Alright, okay. So Tanko not get we clearly. We will call her later as I say. So one more time I want for Beguna. And I want for say please we take a little break. You know, we need for go out on a vacation. Small 1 week for go take breeze. You know, young producers say one for can go out. So of course we go out quickly and we come back the 21st of the same month, please. After that, then we go deal with tuna, okay? Until then, I want to tell you, thank you, God bless we all, God bless we country Sierra Leone, where we call we are. My name is Sembepe, the Freedom Fighter. See you again on net.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how news again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the Wahala we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go today. But this be small